Okay, people, so to the moon, right? I mean, it's not the most inventive of titles, but the film, people. Woo! This film, right? It's the new joint from Scott Friend. He wrote and directed the piece. Um, it is produced by David Formitin, Everett Hendler, Stephanie Randall, Kate Smirk, and Gabriel Wilson, and executive produced by Melissa Doherty and Karina Michael. Music is from Jason Martin Castillo. Cinematography is Dan Debris. Dan Formerton, he edits the film as well. Stephanie Randall, she also helps out with camera work. Sound is Ellie Cohen, Heather Monetti, and Jack Sazna, with Brandon Uga, Aaron Hirschlag, and Olga Nekavia also helping out. Our cast, well, we have got Dennis, played by Scott Friend. His wife Mia is played by Madeleine Morgenweck, and Dennis's brother Roger is played by Will Brill. So yeah, very small cast, right? I mean, the dog don't get a mention. That's rough. So, what is this film about? Well, a weekend of healing for Dennis and Mia becomes a hallucinatory nightmare when Dennis's estranged brother arrives and begins to distort their sense of reality. Or does he? That's the tricky thing with this, right? Now, the film opens up with a tap dripping on an on something, right? Like I couldn't make it out. Couldn't really make it out. Now, what we do learn, kind of finish. It starts with the end, right? It all plays into it, and you'll understand what the thing in the sink is, right? But yeah, we have like that. Dennis and Mia turn up at the cabin, and there's a sense of foreboding. There's like, it feels like a heavy cloud over this couple. There's something that has gone down, right? We hear Dennis on the phone, right? So we know, oh, there's been a situation with work. Who knows what it is? I mean, you definitely make assumptions, right? But you don't quite know off the gate. But yeah, there's has happened. Something has happened. And all of a sudden, right, Dennis is having weird nightmares and thoughts and things. But yeah, they look out the window and there's a guy doing a weird kind of Tai Chi, right? And we learn it is Dennis's brother, right? It's Dennis's brother. And you're like, okay. Because again, this whole dynamic, you get the sense there's something there. And it's never really addressed. Like Dennis mentions things that happened when they were kids, but Roger never verifies those things. So you're not quite sure. You're not quite sure what the hell is going on, right? Because, I think in the synopsis, right, it mentions like this hallucinatory nightmare. But the reason they're there, and this isn't a spoiler, but Dennis is detoxing. right? I don't know, it looks like coke, right? It looks like he's been a bit of a, Charlie Ed, right? Although, do you do choke with a needle? Or is that? I always thought heroin was the needle, right? And you just snort coke. I could be wrong. I don't know, but yeah, Dennis has been on some shit, and it sounds like this isn't the first time that Dennis has tried to rehab. So once you learn all of this, right, the bad dreams and the weird visions, you're not quite sure what's going down. You know what I mean? Not quite sure what's going down. Now, a thing that really does kind of really works so well for the film is the filters used, right? It kind of looks like, right, an old 70s, 80s film, right? But that's not in a bad way because I don't know, it feeds into this whole what's going on kind of narrative, right? It seems to blur the lines a little bit. I don't know if he had used a more modern, like vibrant filter, if that would have given a different take on the film. But that's what I got from this, right? You just really kind of feel that we're in this weird state of, is what we're seeing real, or is this a fever dream? Right? Because there seems to be all of this stuff. And anytime Dennis will, say something, there seems to be an answer. So you are never sure what the fuck is going down. Right? Now, Roger, although, very pleasant, seems to be very helpful, I think you do wonder, right? You do wonder about certain things because, well, why wouldn't you, right? And especially there's definitely a bit where he, gives Mia some tea, and you're just thinking, is my man gonna do a thing? You know what I mean? Is Homie gonna do a thing? But we never. But that's the beauty of it. Friend really sucked you into the story with the minimal that he's offering up, right? He's not giving us this deep history, this had happened, and oh, there had been this in the past, their relationship is rocky because we don't know anything, right? All we're getting is what we're seeing. So you do wonder, right? You do look at it and think, is there more than meets the eye here, right? Is this a reality, or are the things that Dennis is alluding to, Dennis is saying, is that what's real? Right? Are there monks? Who the fuck knows? What is, right? What the fuck is Roger digging for? Right? What is it? Now, there's a play fight scene, right? I mean, what was Homie gonna do? It was just like bizarre. I'm like, yo, you shouldn't be holding that shit in your hand, man. That's some craziness. But again, like it's things like that that give you pause, right? It gives you, because you're not quite sure who these people are, right? You can't really put your finger on, is that their character, right? What really is this person? Now, I think one of the big things with this film and what we learn at the end is, because it's all about relationships, right? These different types of relationships and the promises we make within those relationships, right? because I think everyone understands people can say things, right? People can, I love you to the end of time. I'll do anything for you, right? People can say things, but, and a big thing I feel the pandemic kind of highlighted, will people back up these things they say, right? Will they back up these things that they say so easily? And I feel that's a big thing here. That's definitely a big thing. And you will understand once you watch the motherfucking film, people, right? Because, yeah, you're like, okay, okay. You know what I mean? Someone's legit. Someone is legit here, people. But yeah, it's very much enjoyed it. Very much like it is very low fly, right? It's not like there's a load of stuff happening, like action packed and all of this, but it's these dynamics that we're watching, right? We're watching this thing unfold in front of our eyes, and you have to really watch all of it, right? Focus, because there are, I don't know if you would say there's tells, right? But there's these nuances that will take you down this path, right? And it's intriguing to see these character traits, right? The way these different, people, Dennis, Roger, and Mia, and Pan, and can't forget old Pan, but we get to see, you know, how their story unfolds, right? And you wonder, what are we watching, right? What's the truth, and that, oh, it's very compelling. It is very compelling because up until the end, you don't know what the fuck is gonna go down, right? You do not know what the fuck is going down, and which is beautiful. Which is a beautiful thing, people. So yeah, I think oh, what is it? Oh man, we checked out recently. What the fuck was that film? Is When I Consume You? I think yes. If you enjoyed When I Consume You, I feel you will also like To the Moon. You know, they're not the same type of film, but they're both this psychological drama. They're these films that kind of distort what you're seeing, right? Make you wonder and think, look at that right hand. The left hand is doing this, right? It's this misdirect. So yeah, I mean, if you like that, you will like this. It's a nice story, man. Well, it's not a nice story. It's definitely not a nice story, but it's a nice story in the fact that he's not giving you mad tales, right? He's not giving you mad tales. He's not telegraphing things. He's not, giving us these necessarily these played out concepts. So yes, if you're looking for something intriguing, people, whoo, then I think To the Moon could very well be what you were looking for.